Hello and welcome to the New Year's edition of News Across Nigeria. I'm Emana Amawe. Coming up on the program, President Muhammadu Buhari talks to Nigerians in a special broadcast to start the new year. Christians throng churches nationwide to usher in 2018 with great expectations for the new year. And it's not such a good start for some traders in Cross River State as fire guts a popular market in Calabar. Welcome to the program that brings you news from the length and breadth of Nigeria. We begin with the President's New Year broadcast to Nigerians and his stern warning to those who denied citizens the opportunity to enjoy the Yuletide by causing fuel scarcity across the country. President Buhari has described the experience as blackmail and has promised to get to the root cause of the petrol shortage. He also pledged the resolve of his administration to address infrastructure deficit, particularly railway, roads and power supply in 2018, a year he is described as pivotal.
This year promises to be far better in our quest for change. Unfortunately, I am saddened to acknowledge that for many, this Christmas and New Year holidays have been anything but merry and happy. Instead of showing love, companionship and charity, some of our compatriots chose this period to inflict severe hardship on us all by creating unnecessary fuel scarcity across the country. I am determined to get to the root of this collective blackmail of all Nigerians and ensure that whatever groups are behind this manipulated hardship will be prevented from doing so again. We are going to make significant inroads in advancing road, rail, and power projects across the country. The Ministry of Power, Works and Housing is one of the drivers of this government's commitment to renew and increase Nigeria's stock of infrastructure in order to achieve global economic competitiveness as targeted under the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan. With regards to railways, we have set ourselves ambitious targets. Already in construction stage is the Lagos-Kano standard gauge railway. The line should reach Ibadan from Lagos by the end of this year and will carry 2 million passengers per year and 5 million tons of cargo will be transported every year, giving a substantial boost to the country's economy. Construction of the Kano to Kaduna segment is expected to commence this year and reach Kaduna by the end of 2019. By the end of 2021, the two ends will be joined so that we will have standard gauge railway across the main north-south trading route. Management of Federal Roads Maintenance Agency has been reconstituted and has been charged with a 12-week rapid intervention in road repairs to cover all the geopolitical zones. Power remains a concern to this government because too many people still do not have a regular and reliable supply. Several Maritime projects have been revived. Transmission Company of Nigeria can now distribute all the 7,000 megawatts that can be generated.
President of Nigeria, Muhammadu Buhari. Now, Christians gathered in large congregations in churches and at the Eagle Square in Abuja, Nigeria's capital city, to usher in the new year with special prayers and thanksgiving. Apart from using the occasion to thank God for his protection and blessings throughout the year 2017, Christians also used the opportunity to offer prayers for the nation. Clerics preached messages of hope to their congregations, assuring members of God's abundant blessings in 2018.
This is not just an ordinary church service. It's a special service for prayers to usher in the new year. From Pentecostals to Protestants, the atmosphere is the same. Christians gather in their churches for prayers and thanksgiving, keeping vigil for the new year. Clerics preach messages of hope, assuring members of God's abundant blessings in the year 2018.
It's always a joy to celebrate the faithfulness of God, to celebrate the protection of God, to celebrate the provision of God. And that's why it's very unique that we have come to say, Lord, thank you, that the year has been a great year, that you've kept your people. And now we're about to enter a new year. We enter into it with faith. We enter into it with great expectations. For surely there is an end, and the expectations of the just shall not be cut short. So we rejoice in what God is doing, because we know God is about to kickstart us into something new. He's always a God of new things.
In your might, in your power, in your safety, in your victory, in your dominion, in the name of Jesus.
Against the backdrop of several challenges Nigeria passed through in the year 2017, some religious leaders also asked members to pray for the unity and peace of Nigeria.
I want all Christians worldwide, especially my beloved country Nigeria, to be more prayerful. With prayer, there's nothing we cannot achieve. That's number one. The number two thing, I want us to work in unity.
I believe that everyone, as we approach the new year, we should shave off those things that easily divide us, things that promote laziness. A slothful man cannot make anything, any meaningful thing in Nigeria. We should make sure that we work harder, beat our record in the past. What stops us last year must not stop us this year. That means we must learn to do things differently. We must look for peace at all costs, and that is the substance. Unity will stand.
Here at the Eagle Square, a larger congregation of worshippers wait eagerly for the midnight hour. Then the moment arrives. It's 12 midnight. Dazzling fireworks lights the air, accompanied by joyful shouts of Happy New Year. For many Christians in Nigeria, this is the best way to usher in a new year, joyfully committing it into the hands of God with family and friends.
Well, still ahead on the program, we'll get to see more New Year stories, but the icing on the cake, we'll get to see one of the first babies born in the year 2018 in Lagos State. Join us again.